What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Rosales Garage. This is part 3 to the Alky methanol injection kit on a 66 Corvette. This is the last part to the installation, so once you've completed these, you're done. But on this part, we basically gonna be tapping into the charge pipe for the nozzle, and we're gonna be doing the intake manifold for the intake air temperature sensor, which is this one right here. I'm sorry. This one is from a 6601. I'll have the part number for that at the bottom. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this started, and I'll catch you guys back up later. Alright guys, so the intake manifold's ready to come out. But before I pull it out, I'm gonna show you guys what you have to do in order to get the intake manifold off your engine. So you have a total of 10 bolts that hold the intake manifold down. 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This one in the back, you won't be able to pull it out, but as long as you pull it up on both sides, you can work your intake manifold off. If you've done that, you have 2 bolts on each side that hold the fuel rails down, 2 10mm bolts, and then you have, well, this is what I did. I went ahead and took the bolts that hold the coil pack bracket down so that I can unplug the plugs to the injectors. It just will make it a whole lot easier. And then you remove over here to your vacuum line. Well, you have this line, vacuum hose that you have to unplug from here. Then you have your other intake vacuum line that you have to, let me focus right there. Plug that. Then you have your plug to your map sensor. Then you have your throttle body plug, which is this one right here. You have to unplug. I took mine off because the blower being in the way, the spacer. So, but you don't have to take it off. I had to do that with mine. After you've done that, again, you have your bolts to hold it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you have your bolts to this bracket to hold it down. And then this one right here for this fuel line. Again, your coil packs, loosen them up, unplug your injectors. Then you move to your fuel line, and there's a clip. You have to remove the clip, and you'll use a 3/8 fuel line tool. Basically what you do is just slide it in there and it pops right off, and you'll be set to go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out and I'll get back to you guys. All right guys, so I've removed the intake manifold, and just like I had shown, remove all your bolts, unplug your fuel injectors, plugs, your fuel line, your vacuum lines, throttle body plug, all that good stuff, and you can just work that thing out from the back. Here is the intake manifold. There's a vacuum line that goes through the brake booster, and I'm gonna go ahead and tap into this manifold. All right guys, so before I go ahead and mount this back on the car, I'm gonna show you guys what I've done so far. There is the intake air temperature sensor. That's where I mounted it. That's one of the bestest place to mount the sensor from what I've read. Again, you don't have to take the intake manifold off. I went ahead and did it just because I've done it so many times. It's just easy to do, and I wanted to clean up my engine a little bit. There is where I tapped the hole for the nozzle, and very easy to do. Just gotta take your time. I'm gonna go ahead and mount this back on the car, and I'll come back to you guys. All right guys, so I got the intake manifold in, and before you tighten down these bolts, just know that there's 2 faces to tighten them down. And you're gonna do your first phase to 44 inch-pounds, and the second phase I believe is 89. I'm gonna double check on that. And there's also a sequence, so you're gonna start from the middle and work your way out. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and you will be done with the intake manifold. All right, guys, so this is the end to part 3 for the Alky methanol injection kit on a 6.6 Corvette. Everything's put back together, bolts torqued to spec. The kit is completed. I am done, but I'm gonna show you guys one thing that I was leaving out is the breakout harness. I ordered the wrong one, but I should get the new one Thursday or Wednesday. But basically on the wet breakout harness, looks like this. And one end is gonna go to the mass sensor. The other end is gonna go to the air temperature sensor, intake air temperature sensor that we installed in the intake manifold, and then the other will plug into the MAF plug. You don't have to have it, but I chose to have it just because I didn't want to splice into the MAF plug, and it would just make it a little cleaner. But I am done. The kit is done. Everything's ready. Everything works. If you're wondering if you can do it, yes, you can. Again, this would take you around 4 to 5 hours. Taking your time, you know, doing it right. But it's not hard. It's very straightforward. Again, I'm done. I just gotta, as far as the fender goes, I gotta bolt that down and put the car on the ground and pull it outside and wash it. But thank you so much. If you watch the video, please like and subscribe. I do have a whole lot more things going on for this car, and I'll see you guys on the next video.